Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And this is Camera Wars, the show where we give you the latest camera news and let you know just how the battle is heating up. First up, let's address the elephant in the room. I'm at the tail end of a cold that prevented me from doing last Saturday's video. My voice is still on the mend, so we will see how this goes.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Since I was able to only make one video last week, which breaks my 1.5 year streak, my OCD tells me that I'll have to produce an extra video soon.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I was thinking possibly a live show, so if you'd be into that, drop in the comment section below and let me know. This first story illustrates just how plentiful the camera news has been lately. A Vietnamese company has made a wooden Sony camera, complete with wooden interchangeable lenses and everything. I will link the Sony Alpha Rumors story that has the link to their Facebook site down below, so you can check them out for yourself. From what I've seen, they don't just have Sony wooden cameras, but many others. They range in price from 270,000 dong to 1.3 million dong. So roughly 13 to 65-ish US dollars. So to my mind, these are super neat and reasonably priced. The issue is, shipping will probably cost you a small fortune. But if by chance this Rona thing doesn't evolve into a Decepticon and we ever get to go back and visit my wife's family, I may pick one up for myself and some of you. The good news about all this is Long Rider can now have a camera he can properly use, and Panasonic users can finally say their autofocus is better than a Sony camera. But speaking of autofocus, Canon's big R5 and R6 firmware update is finally here, and with it, a whole slew of autofocusing upgrades that include improved helmet and goggle AF for winter sports, vehicle detection for motorcycles and automobiles, improves IAF for shadowed faces and hair hanging in eyes, as well as adding torso detection for when an eye and face turn away from view. This update is now live for the R5 and R6 users, so have fun, but beware, even though firmware is supposed to fix bugs, it often has a tendency of adding a few of its own. If you're an R5 or R6 shooter, drop in the comment section below and let us know your experience, and let us know if it's safe for others to download. Next up, there is some good news coming from CIPA about the state of the camera industry.
Really?
No, not really.
Okay, so October numbers are up from September, but the issue is they are substantially down from October 2020 numbers, which you guessed it was down from 2019, and so on and so forth. According to Nikon Rumors, October 2021 DSLR cameras shipped were down 45.5% and mirrorless 37.8%. At this rate, Nikon Rumors projects that the total number of interchangeable lens cameras shipped will come in between 5.3 to 5.7 million, which falls in line with last year's number, but is quite a bit lower than Canon had previously predicted. At this point, cameras shipped are down about 40% from 2019, which was already down 95% since 2010. All these figures has led to the creation of my new show, Actual Wars, where I talk about past, present, and future wars, a topic that is unfortunately not going away anytime soon and is slightly less depressing than the CIPA numbers. Obviously, I may be overplaying the doom and gloom a bit, and interchangeable lens figures are much healthier than the rest of the dedicated camera market, but there's definitely a contracting in the market, which makes me wonder where the foundation truly is, and which players will be left standing there when it is found. What do you think about all this news? Do you find it concerning? And which cameras do you still see producing cameras in 10 years? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, if you're a Sony fan, you can rejoice because Imaging Resource has named the Sony A1 the best overall camera of 2021. Now, I very much like Sony. I shoot Sony along with Canon and sometimes Fujifilm if the mood's right. But is the A1 really the best camera of the year? Well,
I don't know.
nothing will truly be official until my top 5 cameras of the year video, where I will give the most definitive unbiased ranking of 5 cameras that I've never used.
That doesn't make sense.
The reasons Imaging Resource went with the Sony Alpha 1 is, quote, all in all, we've had a hard time finding faults with the Sony A1. It does so many things and does them all extremely well. It's fast, it's designed well, and it captures excellent high quality photos and videos. That all sounds great and well thought out, but you really couldn't find any faults with the A1? Not even one fault with the A1? Nothing stood out to you when you looked at the back of the camera? No cheap-ass screen was placed on the rear of an otherwise incredible piece of hardware. Sony, an 8K TV manufacturer who has smartphones with high-quality touchscreens, didn't place on their $6,500 camera an etch-a-sketch looking motherfucker. Well, that is the current state of the camera wars. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.